Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do cube and cube roots exercise 4b. This is on page number 57 and we are finding the cube roots. Now students, look at this little table here. Now here we have the cubes of numbers from 2 to 10. Okay, 1 cube is 1. Now otherwise from 2 to 10 we have the cubes of all these numbers. This is something you need to learn so that you won't have to waste time when you find the cube or the cube root. So the cube of 2 is 8 and the cube root of 8 is 2. The cube of 3 is 27 and the cube root of 27 is 3. Okay, so you have to learn this. So once you learn this, it's going to be easy for you to find cubes and cube roots. So let's begin this. Now here you have a fraction where you have to find the cube root of 27 by 64. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it in the form of a cube root. That is 27 by 64. So this is cube root, so we put 3 there. That means you have the cube root of 27 by the cube root of 64. So you put the cube root there, the number 3 there. Now here 27, if you look here, 27, the cube is 3. The root is 3. The root of cube root of 27 is 3. That means if you multiply 3 times, you will get 27. So can you see how this table is going to be helpful? So here, instead of writing 27, we're going to write 3 times and the cube root. Similarly, for 64. Now let's look out for 64. Here we have 64. That means if we multiply 3 times, we get 64. So when you do it this way, you don't have to waste your time in finding all the prime factors and then multiplying. As you can see, 4 is not a prime number. So you will get it all as 2's and then you have to get it in this form. So if you have this table, if you know this table by heart, you can straight away multiply it by 4. Now in the next step, we take 1 from each triplet. A triplet means a group of 3. We're going to take 1 from each triplet. So in that case, we will remove the root sign there. So 1 from each triplet means 3 here and 1 from the triplet down is 4. So the cube root, we have found the cube root of 27 by 64 and that is 3 by 4. So this is our answer. So when you have a table, that is if you know the cubes of numbers 2 to 10 thoroughly, then you will finish your work faster like this. Question 2. Here we have to find the cube root of 125 by 216. So again, let's put it in the form of cube root 125 by 216 cube root. That means we have to find the cube root of 125 as well as the cube root of 216. Now again, let's go back to this table. Look out for 125. The cube root of 125 is 5. So you multiply 5 3 times, you get 125. So let's write that. So in this step, you're going to write 5 3 times and find the cube root of that. Similarly, we'll go to the next one, which is 216. And here 216, the cube root is 6. That means we have to multiply 6 3 times and the cube root. Now we are going to take 1 from each. Okay, so we are going to take only 1 from each triplet. So here we have 1 triplet here. We're going to take 1 from there, so it becomes simply 5. And down also we have a triplet, a group of 3, and we're going to take 1 from that, which is 6. So now we have found the square root, cube root of 125 by 216, and that is 5 by 6. So we've got our answer 5 by 6. Question 3. So here also let's do it the same way. So first step is we're going to put it in the form of a cube root with the symbol 343 by 512 and we're finding the cube root. So here 343 is here. The cube root of 343 is 7 cube. So let's write that. So that will be So before that, remember, we are separating them. This is 343, the cube root of that, and cube root of 512. So this is equal to, now the cube root of 343 is 7. That means we multiply 7 3 times. Now let's look at 512. 512 is here and the cube root is 8. So we multiply 8 3 times to get 512. Now here we're going to take one from each triplet. In the numerator we have 7, in the denominator we have 8. So we have found the cube root of 343 by 512, and that is 7 by 8. So this is our answer, 7 by 8. Next one, here we have to find the cube roots of 64 into 729. So the cube root of 64, so let's write that. This is equal to the cube root of 64 into the cube root of 729. And here let's find out. 64 is here, that means we have to multiply 4 3 times to get 64. So let's write that. So 4 into 4 into 4, and here the next one is 729, and let's look out in the table. 729 is here. We have to multiply 9 3 times to get that. So let's write that 9 into 9 into 9. Now we have to take one from each triplet. So here we have a multiplication sign. So don't forget to put the correct sign here. Okay. So now we're going to take one from each triplet. It's 4 into, and we're going to take one from the other triplet into 9. And now multiply 4 into 9. 4 nines are 36. So we have found the answer to be 36. Question 5. Here we have to find the cube root of 64 and 27 and multiply the two answers. So let's do that. So this will be to find the cube root of 64 and multiply that with the cube root of 27. So cube root, put the 3 there. Now let's go back to the table. Now 64 is 4 multiplied 3 times. So let's write that. So this will be, so put the cube root sign and multiply 4 3 times. And this is the cube root into, now we have to take the next number, which is 27, and let's look and see. 27 is here. That means you multiply 3 times to get 27. So here the cube root will be 3 into 3 into 3. Next step, take one from each triplet, one number from each triplet. So here we have 4, and in the other triplet we have 3. Multiply 4 3s are 12. So our answer to this question is 12. Here question 6, we have to find the cube root of 729 into 8000. So we can write it this way. The cube root of 729 into the cube root of, now 8000, I can write it as 8 into 1000, isn't it? 8 into 1000 is 8000. Now let's see. Now 729 is 9 when you multiply it 3 times. So let's put that here. So we have to multiply 9 3 times here. 9 into 9 into 9 into, now here also we have 8 first. What is the cube root of 8? The cube root of 8 is 2. That means when you multiply 2 3 times, you get 8. So this is 2 into 2 into 2. And then let's look at 1000 here. 1000, when you multiply 10 3 times, you get 1000. So into 10 into 10 into 10. Now let's get the triplets. So here we have one triplet, here we have one, and here we have one. So let's take only these. So 9 into 2 into 10. So 9 twos are 18. 18 into 10 is 180. So this is our answer. The cube roots of 729 into 8000 is 180. This is the cube root. Question 7. We have to find the cube root of 3375 and multiply that with the cube root of 512. So let's first put this. So this is 3,375, the cube root of that, into the cube root of 512. So here, as you can see, we have numbers only up to 1000. Now we have to find the cube root of 3,375, isn't it? So, which is a higher number than this. So let's use the prime factor method. So here, let's write 3,375 and divide this by 5. So let's take 30. 5 sixes are 30. 3 is left, 37. 5 sevens are 35. 2 is left, 25. 5 fives are 25. Continue with 5. Now when the numbers ending in 5, you can keep dividing with 5 itself. 5 ones are 5. There's 1 left, 17. 5 threes are 15. Take 2 and put it there, 25. 5 fives are 25. Continue with 5. Let's take 13. 5 twos are 10 and then you put 3 there. 5 sevens are 35. Now we have to take 3. 3 nines are 27. Then we have 3 threes are 9. And then we have 3 ones are 3. So now let's write all the prime factors of this number inside this. So that is, we have 3 fives, 5 into 5 into 5. And we have 3 threes, 3 into 3 into 3. Now we are going to write the square root or cube root of 512. So now let's look at 512. This number is here, isn't it? That means if you multiply 8 3 times, you get 512. So let's multiply 8 3 times. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take triplets of all these numbers and we're going to remove 1 from each triplet. So we have 5 into 3 into 8. So what is it? 5 threes are 15. 15 into 8 is 120. So this is our answer, 120. Question 4. Find the cube roots of a few numbers in that the first one is minus 216. So can you see we have a negative number now? So it is negative 216. So 216 is already here. That is, if we multiply 6 3 times, we get 216. So we can make use of that. Okay. So here we are going to write the cube root of minus 216 is what we are going to find out. So this will be the number 6 that we are going to multiply 3 times. So this is going to be minus 6 into minus 6 into minus 6, the cube root of this. So again, we have 3 of these here forming a triplet. Take out 1 from it, it's going to be simply minus 6. So we have found the cube root of 216 and that is minus 6. Minus 512. So here also we're going to do the same way. So we're going to write minus 512 inside. We're finding the cube root. Now let's look and see minus 512 or simply 512. We have it here, that is 8, which you multiply 3 times, you get 512. That is minus 8, since it's negative, minus 8 into minus 8 into minus 8. Then form a triplet out of this. So we have only 1 minus 8, which is our final answer. Question 4. Find the cube root of the third one here, which is minus 1331. As you can see, 1331 is more than 1000. So let's find the prime factors. So first let's write the question. 1331, this is a negative 1 and the cube root. Now let's find the prime factors of this number. So 1331. Now let's use 11 here. 11 ones are 11, 23, 11 twos are 22, there's 1 left, so 1. Again we are dividing it by 11, 11 ones are 11 and then 1 goes there, so 11. So again 11 ones are 11. So here what have we got? Instead of minus 1331, we are going to write 11 into 11 into 11, all with a negative sign. So negative 11 into negative 11 into negative 11. Now again, we are going to form a triplet of these numbers and remove 1 from this triplet, and that is minus 11. So we have found the cube root of minus 1331, and that is minus 11. So this is our answer. Question 4 here, we must find the cube root of minus 27 by 125. So let's write that down like this. So we're finding the cube root. So this is minus 27. You can put that minus sign with the numerator, and 125, we're finding the cube root. So let's continue by looking at 27 here in this table. As you can see, we multiply 3 times to get 27. So here we can say this as minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3. So we multiply this 3 times to get minus 27. In the denominator, we have 125, which is 5 multiplied 3 times. So we can write it as 5 into 5 into 5. Now we're going to take one from this triplet and one from this triplet. And what do we have here? Here we have minus 3 in the numerator and 5 in the denominator. So we have found the cube root of minus 27 by 125, and that is minus 3 by 5. Question 5, we're going to find the cube root of minus 64 by 343. So let's put the sign and write it down. So that is minus 64 by 343. We are finding the cube root. Now look at 64 here. It is 4 that is multiplied 3 times. So let's write that here. So when you multiply, remember it's a negative number. So minus 4 into minus 4 into minus 4. And in the denominator, we have 343. 343 is 7 cubed. So let's multiply that. 7 into 7 into 7. So now let's take one from each triplet. So here we have minus 4 by 7. So we have found the cube root of negative 64 by 343. The cube root is negative 4 by 7 or minus 4 by 7. This is our answer. Question 6 here we have minus 512 by 343. So let's write that in the form of a cube root question. So 512 by 343, the cube root of that. So here 512 is 8 that is multiplied 3 times. So let's write that. So that will be, and this has a minus sign, okay. So that will be minus 8 into minus 8 into minus 8 in the numerator. In the denominator, we have 343, which is 7 cube. So that is 7 into 7 into 7. We're finding the cube root of this. So take one again from each triplet. And what do we have here? Here we have minus 8 by 7. That means the cube root of the number minus 512 by 343 is minus 8 by 7. So this is our final answer. Here we have to find the cube root of minus 2197. As you can see, this number is greater than 1000. So we have to go beyond 10 cube. So first let's write this down. So this is minus 2197, the cube root of this. Since it is a number that's beyond 10, let's find out by the prime factor method. So here let's write down 2197. Now we found out in an earlier sum that 11 cube, we found out that 11 cube is 1331. And here can you see this number is ending in one odd number. So after 11 you have 12, and 12 cube will be an even number. So we cannot use 12 here. So what will come after 12? 13. So let's try 13 here and see. So here let's use 13. Now let's take 21. 13 ones are 13, and this is 21. So 21 minus 13, we have 8, 89. 13 into 6. is 78, but here you have 89, isn't it? So what is left is actually 11. Now if you're finding this difficult like this, you can do one proper division like this. 2197 divided by 13. 13 ones are 13 minus, it is 8 here, 9, you bring down 9, then 13 into 6 is 78, minus you have 1, 1 and 7. Now 13 into 9 is 117 or 117. If you're finding it difficult to do it here like this, you can take this number and divide it like this. Now we've got 169, which you can write here. So we can write 169 here. Now this is again divisible by 13. This is easy. 13 into 13, we've learned 13 square is 169. Now again divide this by 13. 13 ones are 13. So now instead of minus 2197, we can write minus 13 into minus 13 into minus 13. So let's write that. So we have minus 13 into minus 13 into minus 13. So here the cube root of this. Now take 1 from this. So when you take 1 from that, what do you get? You get minus 13. So we have found the cube root of this number minus 2197, and that is minus 13. So this is our answer. Next one, here we have minus 5832. So here also, now let's find the cube root of this minus 5832 and the cube root. Again, this is a big number, so let's find the prime factors of this number. 5832, it's an even number, so we can divide it by 2. 2 2s are 4, 1 is left, 18, 2 9s are 18. 2 1s are 2, there's 1 left, 6, 2 6 are 12. Again, you can divide by 2 because it's ending in 6. 2 ones are 2. Now 9, 2 fours are 8. There's 1 left, 11. 2 fives are 10. There's 1 left, 16. 2 eights are 16. Then you continue with 2. 2 sevens are 14. 2 twos are 4. Carry 1, 18. 2 nines are 18. Now here we have 729, which we already have here, isn't it? That means it's divisible by 9. So let's divide it by 9, which we could have done straight away, but now we're looking only at the prime factor. So we can't take 9 because 9 is not a prime number. So here let's use 3. 3 twos are 6, carry 1. 3 fours are 12. 3 threes are 9. Again divide by 3, you have 24. 3 eights are 24 and 1. Again by 3. 3 twos are 6, 21. 3 sevens are 21. Again we continue by 3. 3 nines are 27. Continue. 3 threes are 9, 3 ones are 3. So now we're going to write all the prime factors of this number. Let's count all the twos. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 twos. Let's write it down. So 1, 2 and 3. Let's count all the threes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 threes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 threes. So the next step is we're going to put them in groups of threes, form a triplet. So here we have 1, 2 and 3. Next step is we take 1 out of each triplet. So 2 into 3 into 3. 2 threes are 6, 6 threes are 18. So that is minus of all this. So 18 will be minus 18. So this is our answer. So here, remember to put the minus sign. You can put it right at the beginning or you can put for each of it. But put it at the beginning to make it easier because we have many factors here. The final answer here is minus 18. Here we have to find the cube root of this large negative number. So what is this number? Let's put commas and read it. 27,44,000. So let's find the cube root of this large number. Negative 27,44,000. So in this case, we're going to find the prime factors of this large number. So 27,44,000. Now let's use 5. 5 fives are 25, there is 2 left, 24. 5 fours are 20, 4 left, 44. 5 eights are 40. Again, there's 4 left. 5 eights are 40 and 2 zeros. Again, we can divide this by 5. 5 ones are 5, then 0. It's 48 now. 5 nines are 45. There is 3 left, 38. 5 sevens are 35. Again, there's 3 left, 30. 5 sixes are 30, and we bring a 0 down. Continue with 5. 5 twos are 10. Then 5 ones are 5. There is 4 left, 47. 5 nines are 45. There is 2 left, 26. 5 fives are 25. There is 1 left, 5 twos are 10. Now we can use 2. 2 ones are 2, 0. 2 4, then 19 we have 2 nines are 18. Then we have 1 left, 15. 2 sevens are 14. Again 1 left, 12. 2 sixes are 12. Continue with 2. 2 fives are 10. 2 fours are 8. There's 1 left, 17. 2 eights are 16. Carry 1. 2 eights are 16. Again with 2. 2 twos are 4. 14. 2 sevens are 14. 2 fours are 8. 2 fours are 8. Continue with 2 again. 2 ones are 2. 2 threes are 6. There's 1 left. 2 sevens are 14. 2 twos are 4. Again with 2. 2 sixes are 12. 17. 2 eights are 16. 12. 2 sixes are 12. Again with 2. 2 threes are 6. 2 fours are 8. 2 threes are 6. We've got 343, which you can see here is divisible by 7. 7 3 times will give you that 7. 7 7 fours are 28. There is 6 left, 63. 7 nines are 63. Then again with 7. 7 sevens are 49. Then again with 7. 7 ones are 7. So can you see the number of prime factors, isn't it? So we're going to write it all down here. So first let's count all the numbers that we have. We have fives. We have 3 fives. So let's write it as 5 into 5 into 5. Then how many twos do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twos. So let's write that. 1, 6 twos, we have 6 twos. So we have, let's write that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then we also have 3 sevens. So let's write that also. Into 7, into 7, into 7. Now we're going to put them in groups of 3 triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 triplets. We're going to take 1 from each. So we are taking 5 into 2 into 2 into 7. So here we have 5 twos are 10. 10 twos are 20. 20 into 7. 2 into 7 is 14. So 20 into 7 is 140. Again, let's not forget to put this negative sign because here it says negative of this number, isn't it? So the minus sign is here. We have a minus sign here. So in your answer also, you will have minus 140. And this is the cube root of negative 27,44,000. We will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.